practice always makes it a habit, right? So we will have a good momentum. So every Saturday, Balkiso and I will meet here. And actually, just to let everybody knows that before we go on stage, me and Balkiso starting this podcast with a prayer. And Balkiso, you mentioned on our prayer, you said, "We are nothing without you." You mentioned that. I clearly hear that, which is true. That's why these three simple words, you got this. You got this because you have your faith. You got this because sometimes it's the limiting beliefs, it's your excuses. You wanted to do something, you wanted to take some changes in your life, but you are too scared, too many excuses, but you just say you got this. You got this because you have a strong faith. You know those three words. It will keep you going. It's very strong word. But okay, so do you have like time that you have to tell yourself or you have to tell somebody that you got this and it
Oh, yeah,
builds that confidence in you?
absolutely. So, for those that are watching us here, it's always a pleasure to be here just to talk to you. And I like what you started with. You got these. Those are three words, and those are powerful words. And there's just someone who's out there who's listening to this today, and they might be just depressed, or they might just have tried so many things, and they're like, you know what? I'm done. I'm done. I can't do this anymore. And this is why we're coming up here to tell you that you got this. You got this. Those struggles that you're going through, those ups and downs, those trials that we're going through, it might be tough at this moment, but you got this. You know, you may not know where you want to be, but just look at where you started. Progress isn't always loud, but it's just continuing to show up for what you believe in, show up for what you know is possible. So recognize that. I would say recognize how far you've come, because those experiences are what makes you who you are. I have my own experience. Like I remember when we just came to Canada. You know, we're immigrants here. My name is Balkisu. I'm a social worker by career and currently a full-time digital business owner, originally from Sierra Leone and now living in Canada. Mom and wife, a mom of three amazing kids. When we first came to Canada, I came with just my daughter. And life wasn't that bad back home, but because of the war, that's why we came here, right? And just sitting back and knowing what we had back, it wasn't perfect, but there was less stress. And then I came here, I knew English, but I had to learn how to speak for people to understand what I'm saying. I had to, because you say some words and they're like, what? You have to repeat yourself. It was hard to find a job and you're starting over. So the job that you actually had back home is not the same job that you're going to have here. All those struggles, and parents had going through health issues. So there were times where I would go to the bathroom and just sitting down there taking a shower, and I'll just be crying. I'm like, why did I come here? What's this? Life wasn't perfect back home, but this kind of struggle, this kind of challenge was really hard. But I had to remind myself the reason why I was here. I had to remind myself what my long term goal was. And even though all through all the struggles, through all this challenge, I had to say to myself, just like these keywords, you got this. You got this, Balkis. This is a phase. Life is a phase. This is just one of them. And you're going to surmount and go forward. And here I am, over 20 years after, pushing through.
That,
You got this.
that's crazy, right? Imagine people only see the success that you have, but they never see the struggles that you've been through. I mean, to those who actually doesn't know me, my name is Melissa. I'm a parent of two, and aside from running this online business, aside from teaching those busy parents to create an extra income, like Belkisu, me and Ron are also immigrant. We came here, we started from scratch, no relatives, but what we only have on our pocket is hard work. and of course faith. When the business start when we started the business, this digital business, when my friend introduced the business to me, I have so many excuses. I said, I don't have much friends here. I don't have time. I don't have special skills. I don't know anything about social media. I share posts, I share stories, but that's about it. How am I going to like I don't know selling. So how am I going to like and then yes, I have so many excuses. And then while staying plugged in onto the business, while educating myself, while learning the skills, it gives me strength and realize that with the people who is influencing you on how to become a better person, because we are all coming from all different backgrounds, from all different walks of life, but we only have one same goal. We wanted to be there because when we are there, you can help more. You could, you know, you got this. When if you are going to think that no one is going to affect who you are, because don't doubt yourself, don't doubt your skills, don't doubt the time that they are giving it to you. No matter how much people are saying you're a scammer, you're crazy, your accent is too thick, don't get affected on that because you are a child of God. So always remember that. So you got this. I every time that I am putting up my showing up on my business, I always remind everybody, because especially moms, I don't know with you, Balkiso, but I'm not sure if you were stronger before when you are single because you are like a goal getter. And then so once you become a parent, once you started a family, you focus yourself on your kids, on your husband, being a wife, being a mother, and you forgot yourself. You don't realize time flies, and then you suddenly lost your spark. And then you don't know where to start again because you have too many things in mind: work, career, family. But most of the time, you always forget yourself.
Mhm.
I was thinking about this the other day, and I said, yeah, I settled with my family. I settled. And then when I started this business, I realized I can do more. You still got this. You're not just a mom.
Absolutely.
Right. You still got this. You
Yeah,
just forgot it over time. Right? But you are
yeah,
still the one.
yeah.
You are still
I,
Kisu.
I,
You are
I,
still
I go when you're addressing that to the mom because
there. You
yeah,
got it.
for sure. Because some people might think, okay, I've spent all this time taking care of my kids, right? I spent all this time taking care of my kids. Now it's too late. It's just kind of like I just laid back, let them go old. I go old and then I retire and things like that. But I wanted to speak to someone out there. It doesn't matter how long it's been since you invested in yourself. It's never too late. You can do that now, and you can start today. It's never too late. Like time is just a phenomenon. We just kind of think of it like, okay, things are too late. I should have finished this by this time. I should have finished this by this time. No, you can start anytime and anywhere. It's up to you. That's why we're here, sharing an opportunity that could change your life forever. So if it's something that you've been looking for and you just don't know where to start and you just think, you know what, it's just too late for me. No, it's not. Reach out to any one of us. You can either message us or you can register on either one of our websites. You see the QR codes that are there, or you see the info email that is up there. Send us an email and we'll reach out because it's not too late. You can do something for yourself today. And it just take a decision to make a change. Just one step, just one decision. And that could change your life. So moms out there, we know the struggles. We know that we're giving so much of ourselves to our family, and it's all for the good. But take care of yourself, invest in yourself, and there's an opportunity to do so that you can take care of them more without the struggle, and you're not compromising your time, you're not compromising yourself in order to be with your family, right?
Yeah, that is right. I saw one time one post from a mom, and it's just a simple post, and she wrote there, if I see my kids growing, I don't mind not to see me growing as long as my kids is growing, like personal growth. I want I messaged, I commented on the mom, and then I said, you can still grow. Like what you said, it's never too late. Don't you feel nice that you have set aside something for your kid to achieve that personal goals, and yet you are also working something for yourself because you can do more. Don't set aside yourself because on this business you don't have to choose. This business give us the time, the health, the wealth. Usually it's one or another. But on this business, if you are the one who comes here and then start learning and then see for yourself what Balkiso and I got into, you would realize that this business will give you those three. Not just one. Sometimes you have health, but you don't have wealth, right? Or sometimes you have wealth, but you don't have time. But this business will give you those opportunity to get you that. So this business is also not going to ask you to choose whether your child's personal growth or your personal growth, because this business you could handle it anytime. You have definitely even just a few minutes of your time to learn and study the business. Learn now. There's two best in time, right? Plant the trees. 20 years ago and now. So see for yourself, we are offering a free webinar. Again, it's free. It's a no-brainer. If you really wanted to change, something needs to change on what you are doing right now. Register with Balkiso or with me, ask questions, because me and Balkiso are willing to help because we have seen the business like inside out. We know it changed lives. I know you might think that it's like too corny to listen, like you change life. What are you saying? We are after all, of course, with the money, but what money could bring, right? So many of us
Absolutely.
started with what, zero experience, no special skills, no special education. But some of us, after starting their own business, wrote a book, becomes a life coach, become more confident to conquer what they really like. There's
Mhm.
so many things, so many.
There is, and like I just wanted to highlight what you mentioned here before, that we are moms, we're taking care of ourselves so much. I want to go back to that because it's just something that is just laying down in my spirit here, is that we're gonna realize that why this journey matters to others. You cannot give up on your kids. You cannot give up on yourself because your kids depend on you. You cannot give up on your kids because your loved ones depend on you. You cannot give up on your kids because there are so many people that depend on you. It might seem like a heavy load, but if you give up on yourself, where do you leave your kids? If you give up on yourself, where do you leave your family? So don't give up. So your journey, indeed, it matters to others, your loved ones. If you failed before, fail again. The light bulb was created at the 1001 time after the trials of 1,000 times, right? So you fail and fail and fail and get up again. There's a saying, fail, fail, fail again. If at first you don't succeed, try again. Do something different, right? Do something different. You know, sometimes we're just fueled by our mind is just fueled by fear. What if I fail? But what if you succeed? It's faith over fear. And what is faith? Is believing something that it is without even seeing it, right? That's what is faith. We sleep at night and we wake up in the morning. But when we sleep, do we believe that we're going to wake up in the morning? We just trust that we're going to wake up in the morning. So, in as much as there are just so many noises out there, in as much as the social media is so busy, you're not seeing this by chance. You were meant to see this, and you just need somebody to guide you through. That's why Melissa and I are here. Take that opportunity. And we want to say, Melissa said free. I want to just switch it a little bit and say it's complimentary. So you want to make sure that you believe, because sometimes some people, when they say free, they think everything is free. But you have to invest in yourself in order to realize your dreams, right? It could be investment of money, investment of time, investment there's some sacrifices that you need to do. So it is a complimentary information for you to just check this out and see what if it is for you or it's not. It might not be for you, but you never know until you try, right? Right, Melissa?
Yeah, that's right. You will never know if you don't see it. Me, I am actually thankful that God never like give up on me showing this business, because when I see before like ads or some sponsor or anything that comes to my news feed, something about online business, I block them. And then a year after, my friend introduced the business to me, and I said, "Ah, dang it, that's the same business that I am blocking." But I gave it a chance. I gave it a try. And now I know the reason why God never give up on me showing this business, because He knows that it will help me. So now I am doing the same. I'm not going to get tired sharing this business opportunity to you, because God never get tired like thinking, Melissa, open this. Don't be disappointed if your friends or your family do not believe on what you have seen on your business. What it says something like, no, don't be sad if people surrounds you doesn't see your vision, because when God show you the vision, it is not a conference call. He just showed it to you. So yeah, don't give up on what you are doing right now. Just keep going, because you got this. You got this, mama. You got this. You got this.
You got this. It's such an amazing. It might be just three-letter words, but yeah, people, you got this. What do you want for yourself in life? The struggles that you've gone through, it's okay. You know, you might just be feeling overwhelmed. You might think, you know what, is this really something that I want to do? Well, before we go, we just want to leave you with this reminder: you are stronger than you think. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going, keep striving. So whether it's in your family, it's in your business, you're healing, or just a side hustle like we are doing, don't give up. Don't count yourself out. So just say this to yourself: I've got this. And believe that you've got this. And you really do. So before we leave, I just want to leave this here with people, right? This is a saying by Julie Andrews. It says, am I saying it properly? Let me see. It's just blocking me here. Can you read it for me, please?
I can read it. Yeah. Perseverance is failing 19 times and succeeding the 20th. That's Julie Andrews.
Yeah,
Nice. Love it.
absolutely. Absolutely. So again, we want to encourage you register for a complimentary webinar on either one of our websites, your name and your email address, so that we can reach out to you, or just message us. You see the QR code that is there, that's where you can use to register, or the email address, you can send us an email before you register if you prefer that, or just contact us on Facebook and DM us so that we can give you more information. We love you. Feel free to share this information with anyone who this will resonate with, if not yourself. Well, blessings to you. Have a wonderful weekend, and God bless you.
God bless us, everyone. Bye.
You got this.
You got this.